All right, JD is back. Jermaine Dupri, Cruz Show, Power 106, #1 for hip-hop. JD, my guy, I know you're running on fumes. You're a very busy man, so we appreciate it, bro. Thank you, man.
This is home.
My guy, for real. How long have you been coming up to Power 106? It's been some time.
How long you been working here?
22 years.
22 years.
22 years, Jeff?
I've been here as long as he's been here.
Yeah, that's facts. 96, I think maybe you came.
You still had braids when you came up here, my G. Yeah, so it's been a family thing for years, you know what I'm saying? It's Power 106, you know, it's Los Angeles. Very important should be very important to all artists, I think, airplay at Power, right?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, you know, it's a station that really cares about the culture.
Straight up.
Yeah. Straight
up. We're going on tour, man. Congratulations, bro.
Thank you.
Is there enough time? There are so many hits, JD. Is there enough time?
Yeah, it's enough time. I think the show is like 3 hours. That's what I heard.
3-hour show?
Yeah, I heard it was like a 3-hour show.
Oh, my goodness.
Possibly.
Oh, my God. But you know what?
Pack
I'm
a lunch,
enjoy
man.
every single hour of that show.
Yo, bring a hard hat,
pack
a lunch.
It might not be that long, but you know. I mean, it could be, you know, depending on who shows up outside of the people that's on the show.
Yeah. See, that's what I was going to ask, right? So you guys have a roster of stars on stage and then special guests coming through.
I mean, that's not in the plan, the special guest, but you know,
when you hit a city, people are going to want to touch.
Bow Wow told me, you know, he got Snoop. Well, I don't even want to say who coming out. But,
well, you just did.
Yeah, I'm saying. Well, I say Snoop because you know he got a song with Snoop, so it's like that's. You can expect that.
Exactly.
You know, so Bow Wow has probably the most features than anybody.
True.
Bow Wow has a song with Sierra. He has a song with Snoop. He has a song with T-Pain, Chris Brown, Omarion.
That's right.
He has the most features out of everybody on the tour. So, I mean, ain't no telling who he brings out, you know.
And in the L.A., when they hit L.A.,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, when they hit L.A., it's going to be a wrap.
Cece and I were talking about this L.A. show. Felly got to be on the turntables.
Yeah, we were like, wasn't Felly a so-so-deaf DJ?
Yeah,
Artist.
No,
Artist?
Felly was signed to So-So Def.
So-So Def, yeah. Through Def Jam.
Yeah.
Legendary.
Yes.
So that's a no. We're not going to have Felly on stage. That is
hold on.
Look, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, Bow.
Shout out to
Hello. Bow Wow's on the phone.
Hello? Yeah. I'm doing a live interview on Power 106 right now with the Cruz Show, and I just hit the button on you.
Nigga, I just woke up, nigga.
I love that.
What?
Man, I just woke the fuck up and that shit everywhere, man. You on that fucking Breakfast Club shit.
Hey man, say what's up to Power 106, man, the Cruz Show.
Bow Wow, we love you, Bow.
JD don't love me no more. He don't know me.
Oh, damn.
He don't know me. By the way, that's a big misunderstanding, right? That you don't know Bow Wow. Bro, like, you don't really know him like that. Like, come on. You are in Bow Wow's life.
I mean, he's got, you see?
I mean, it is. It's there.
Yeah. All right, man, I'm going to call you back.
Call me back. We're going to talk off air.
Damn.
What does he want to talk about? What does he want to talk about?
No, he's talking about that.
About that, yeah.
Because I guess people, they misconstrued what I said.
It's the internet, man.
I think they thought I was saying that
you don't really fuck with him
I
like that.
don't fuck with him like that, as opposed to me saying I'm in his life. Yeah. That's why you don't see him getting in trouble and all that. But I saw the press, I mean, and then somebody else posted it and it got a little fire today.
So clear it up now, if you may, if you can.
I mean, you know, I just did. He called. That's our relationship, just right there. What you just.
It's love, right?
I mean, it's a father, son, big brother, little brother type of situation. You know what I mean? It's just. It's like, and I don't pay attention to. I think what people got it twisted is that social media don't do it to me like it do everybody else. You know what I mean? So when Bow Wow do something on social media, I'm not the guy that's like paying no attention to it.
Right.
But you are paying some attention to it, JD.
To social media?
It's social media, my guy.
No
we
way.
have to.
No way.
We live in a world where we need to.
Not where it's not when it's my life. You know what I mean? You know, I got people. It's people that's post messages on social media saying, you know, are you not gonna tell Janet happy birthday?
Oh God!
Oh my God!
Like,
enough of that, dog.
Right?
Enough of that.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. It shows you how the separation of people that's on social media compared to real life. You know what I mean? My life is real.
Mm-hmm.
It's I have a real life that consists of all of these people all the time.
Yeah.
So I don't have to show you on social media. So that's what I'm saying. I don't really pay attention to what's happening like that when it's got something to do with my life. I hear it. It's just noise. Because I mean, I know people.
Right.
They don't know nothing
It's
about
kinda
what's
like,
actually
how can
going
somebody
on.
tell you about your life.
About your life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't know nothing about what's going on. They just writing and saying whatever they want to say. So
Facts.
it's all good.
Facts, man.
Yeah.
Yo, we're going on tour. I mean, so many people. Everyone's excited about the tour, my G. This is historic. You feel me? We're taking all the acts on the road. Was it tough gathering people, or is everybody still close knit? Is it were you chasing down a few people? Did someone say no?
Nah, it's much more of a harder idea and sell to people outside of the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody inside of, So Def is like everybody want to do it. None of these artists that I signed really are have actually ever been around each other like this before. Mm-hmm. Like Bow Wow came out in 2001.
Got it,
Escape was signed in 93. They didn't really ever get an opportunity to really be around each other. Although I put them on his first single, Bounce With Me, that's them singing the hook. But besides that, they would never really, they never really had that much interaction.
Yeah, Brat been through it all, though.
Yeah, Brat been through it all. She wrote for Bow Wow his first song. She was there at the beginning of the label. So she been through it. But, I mean, a majority of, Jagged Edge came in the middle. Jaquan and Bone Crusher and the Young Bloods, all of them, they from a different era of So Def.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah.
Did you and Jay-Z ever figure out who said Money Ain't a Thing first?
He said it.
He said it first?
Yeah.
That was his line.
Yeah.
Right?
But I feel like that song kind of helped make him mainstream. Am I wrong?
A lot of radio play.
Right?
A lot of radio play.
Yeah, a lot of radio play.
Tons of radio play.
Here, especially.
Especially here.
Yes, great.
Especially
Here,
here.
Power
Right
106.
Straight
here,
up.
especially.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Very, very big
JD
song.
ran, So Def ran radio.
Yeah. I remember we came here one day, it's like, people was asking me when I was, don't put no more records up.
What?
It was like I had too many records running on Power 106 at one time.
Was E-Man like, yo,
Remixes,
enough, dog? I
remixes,
can't play
this.
everything.
Yeah, and I expected all of them to get played.
Yeah, of course,
This by the way, this was before E-Man. This was the Mizzle.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Right, I'm sure that was fun. No diss. I'm just saying.
Nah, the Mizzle was good.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yo, you celebrating a birthday soon?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Sunday.
What are we doing for your birthday? Now, you ask artists, what are you doing? Usually artists wants to sleep or, do something quiet for the birthday because the rest of their lives are insane.
That's exactly how I feel.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I actually feel like that because, it's like non-stop into one thing to the next thing. It's like partying. I'm actually going to party the night before that.
There you go.
You know what I mean? I'm
And recover
partying
on your
tomorrow.
birthday.
You know what I'm saying? I partied the week before. I just came from Singapore. So it's like, it ain't really. I'm getting probably the best gift of my life tomorrow with the Grammy Museum exhibit.
That's amazing, by
man.
the way. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes.
So Def, dog. Like Grammy exhibit. That's got to be crazy. You're in there with legends, greats.
Yeah.
That's amazing, man. And fans get to go and experience it. Really, man.
I mean, the best thing about it, I feel like, is that it's not that much hip hop represented inside this Grammy Museum.
There really
right?
isn't. No, there really isn't.
And
in
to
the Writers Hall of Fame as well.
Yeah, to be able to bring that to the Grammy Museum and probably open the doors for other people to get in there. That's the part that I'm really most excited about.
Will there be a documentary following the tour?
Hopefully.
Mm.
Yeah.
So Def movie. What do you think?
It's a documentary first.
Mm-hmm.
It's a different way that I want to do the movie first. I want to do Kris Kross story before I do my movie.
Oh, that would be good.
Just because I feel like the story of Kris Kross got lost in the sauce of how big they were.
I think so.
And then people don't pay attention to, Kris Kross was the first major rap group from Atlanta. You know what I mean? When we talk about major rap groups from Atlanta, people always jump to Outkast. And Kris Kross was first. And they from Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? But people don't actually pay attention to that part. They just pay attention to how big the record was. And I feel like if we do a movie, you'll see that I met these kids in a mall in Atlanta.
Yeah.
They was from the West Side. Their story is kind of interesting.
Right.
You know.
Right. Who decided to turn around their outfits?
Me.
That was you.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
kids at school were doing that shit, man. I wanted to do it so bad.
What made you decide to do that? Like, you just was like, yo, let's just do something different? Or
What's out the box thinking, yeah?
Nah, well, yeah, I mean, it was just, I would say, let me say this. TLC was my group first, before I had Kris Kross, right? And Left Eye used to be at my house, and we used to be trying to think of, like, a bunch of different things that we could do as artists,
Yeah.
Right.
In that same period, I shaved off my eyebrows.
Mm-hmm.
I had blonde hair. we was doing everything possible. I went and got a nose ring. You know, I got 3 earrings in my. You know,
We're trying to figure it out, man.
You're just doing a bunch of different things to
That's
make
right.
people pay attention to you. And I felt like when I got Kriss and Kriss, they had these boxes and they were very noticeable already. But we was just like trying to think of like what's gonna take it over the top.
Sure.
And one of them had on a light skinned Kriss had on a Jabot jumper. And it was already so big that he could basically spin around in the inside without even taking it off.
Oh man,
That's how big it was.
Extra baggy.
Right? So I was just like, flip it on backwards and let's go to the mall. And the mall was our you know,
That's the fashion show.
the judge.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
What was
yeah,
happening.
yeah.
If people, we go to the mall
They
and
rock
people
with it at the
react,
mall. It was good.
it was
We
going to
on,
go down.
yeah.
So we put it on backwards.
It's like
we went
playing
to-
music for strippers. If they dance
Oh
to
my
it,
God,
it
I
might be a hit.
100%, yeah,
Might be a hit.
100%. So we put it on, walked through the mall. This was before we even had Jump. And people was reacting crazy in the mall. And I was like, oh, my God. I don't even know what's going on right now. But
yeah.
we got to get a record. We got to get a record. So it was just like,
Smart,
from there, it
very
was just,
smart.
once I tried to get that record, it was over with.
Yeah, and the rest is history, man.
Yeah.
That would be dope. I think a Kris Kross movie would be very cool, and I think people would respect that.
Yeah, and it's, I mean, it's about, it takes you back to the mindset of what you know, younger hip hop to me is that people overlook young kids for whatever reason. And I learned that when like I said, with Kris Kross, that the first song I made for them was called Little Boys in the Hood. And it was like a take on Boys in the Hood, but little boys in the hood see damn near more than boys in the hood.
You're right.
You know what I mean? Because they see so much and people don't care to show it to them, right? And these kids walk around holding all of this because they can't. It's hard to get it out because people don't really even want to talk to a young person.
Or take them serious.
Yeah, you know, like if you remember in Boys in the Hood, when the little boy was like, "Y'all want to see a dead
Dead body?
body?"
Yup.
He had already seen it.
Before
He was
anybody else.
telling-
He knew where to go.
Yeah, he knew where to go. He was telling somebody else. The body been sitting out there for hours. You know what I'm saying? Like that's little kids in the hood. They see
and know
they
everything.
see a lot
dog.
more than what people be actually believing. And
Yes.
sometimes you got to listen to them, and that's what I feel like this story is. Because Kriss and Kriss used to tell me so much crazy stuff.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
On tour, right? Who opens the show? Who closes the show? Has
Um,
that been figured out yet?
Yeah. I mean, well, the close is basically a slew of records back to back. It's
like
not even
that,
about, and the intro is the same. It's not even about, like Let's Get Married is at the top of the show. Like there's so many records, like you said.
One
so
of the
it's
greatest
not-
R&B songs of all time, though. Let's Get Married.
Yes.
No, straight up,
no.
that's facts. It's on
No matter
paper.
what, you
Yeah.
still hear it. You're still bumping that.
Yeah. So I mean, just to give, these records at the top, Funkified's at the top of the show. It's like it's like
Did she do B-side?
at
On
the
the tour?
top of the show. At the top of the show. Yeah. You know, all of this is at, and people feel like that's like, why is it at the top? Our middle is just as good as the top, and the top
You
is
feel
just
me? Yeah.
probably as crazy. The back is even crazier. So it's like,
And if you rearrange it, it'll still be
yeah,
amazing.
it'll be the same. It'll be the same. And somebody will be complaining like, "Why y'all do this song at the
God.
beginning?" So it's like it's hard. You just gotta get to it as opposed to trying to like dance around and like make people wait. I don't
Yeah.
really like shows like that anyway.
I feel that.
I want to hear that hit. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Sing the hits.
Yeah, I want to.
People are paying. They're paying their. You know what I mean? They're paying their hard-earned money. They
Yeah.
want to hear the hits.
And they're paying for that nostalgic feeling. They're paying for that
Yes.
vibe,
I mean, shows today they do make you wait for like 1-2 songs. They do an intro and 3 songs. Then you might hear that one record. We coming. You got to get there on time. We hitting you with the.
Get there on
Right off the
I'm
time.
gonna be at the LA show, and I want to see Escape.
We
Yeah.
there.
Yes.
Yeah. I know that.
And I want
know
to hear
that.
them perform Little Secret.
Oh yeah, off top.
Yes.
Better take
Off
it easy,
top.
young man
Off
in here. Talking about a little secret.
Off top.
But yeah, it's just
gonna be a
hit
great
after hit
concert.
every show.
Yes.
You're not going to sit down at the So Def Tour.
I mean,
There shouldn't be any
you
chairs.
can sit
Rip
down.
the chairs out.
No, you
my
can
guy.
sit down because it's gonna be a love. It's a love moment in the show where what she's talking about with Escape, Jagged Edge, and Anthony Hamilton, where they're going.
wanna see
If you
Charlene live, man.
if you bring your girl or you bring your guy, this is that period.
Yeah. The Eminem MGK beef, are you here for it? Are you entertained by it?
I am. I'm a little lost on people feeling like they ain't really feeling them's comeback. I'm lost on that part.
Yeah, there's certain people that say Kill Shot wasn't necessarily. And listen, I said this on the air. I don't think it murdered MGK. I think it gave an opportunity for MGK to respond. But it was crazy. And Kamikaze was crazy. But was it crazier than anything on Kamikaze? Probably not. And you could admit that as well.
I don't know. When I heard the Eminem, the beat, his flow, I was like, damn, okay, well, why would you start this?
Right.
No,
Why the fuck would you start this?
I thought Eminem's song was good, but I think
shut up too. By the way,
but I think we
motherfuckers are gonna
expect
get me.
him to like walk on water at some point. You know what I mean?
We expect him to fly, right? Yeah, no,
exactly.
seriously.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's the part I don't really. I'm a little confused on because I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I feel like you have. See, this is my thing with battles. I've been around since Ice Cube and Ice-T and LL Cool J.
Remember that? Yeah.
Right? And in that era, you made a choice. It seems like everybody's a little nervous to make a choice.
Yeah.
In all the battles.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
You can't ask an artist what they think because
like,
they don't want to.
You gotta make a choice. You gotta make a choice. If I feel like this one of them ones where we gotta make a choice. And I'm not, like I said, Eminem dissed me, so I'm not, my name might come up in another one of his records or something. But I feel
remember
like
that.
I feel like M did what he had to do. Mm-hmm. I feel like somebody pushed him into a corner and he came out the way he was supposed to. And with that being said, and being who he is, I have to give it to him for taking that and coming at it the way he did. The majority of people would have just been like, I ain't messing with this.
Right.
You know?
MGK is very talented, but Eminem is just more talented. I mean, everyone can agree. You know?
I'm not even saying about talent. Because, battles... you are. Okay. Yeah, battles don't go based on that. I feel like battles based on songs. You know what I mean? I feel like...
Longevity?
Just songs. I feel like NWA was getting that Ice Cube pretty damn hard.
Yeah.
Until
No Vaseline.
Until
that song broke up the group.
And like I said, that didn't make me not like NWA. I feel like Niggas Niggas for Life album was one of the best rap albums ever
of all time.
But No Vaseline just ended the who won the battle thing. You know what I mean? It just ends that. So I just feel like people
put a period on.
People have to come. They gotta go ahead and just pick.
Yeah.
Eminem.
Yeah.
There it is.
You just switched.
I didn't switch.
I
didn't. Let me say this.
No.
I didn't switch. I said I expected a little bit more.
Oh, okay.
But I think I expect him, and I know sometimes you put them at a high regard. You know what I mean? Because he's the rap god. But I would say Eminem, MGK, Eminem. But MGK was catchy. I'm not gonna lie. And
so wait,
I was bouncing to it a little bit.
So wait,
very
you
smart.
expected Eminem? You expected him to say more because as far as
I expected,
his
to cut a little deeper, maybe if that's what it was.
Okay, that's what you wanted to hear him go.
Yeah.
I'm just listening
to.
I'm just listening to his performance.
Yeah.
On that beat, the choice of beat that he chose.
Yeah.
Everything seemed right to me.
Mm-hmm.
And times when I've been like, oh, why you pick this beat or something like that, I'm more into the production of it.
Definitely.
Listening
That's
to
your world.
I'm listening to the pieces of how it sounds perfect to me.
I trust your ear because the fuck, you know what I'm saying?
We ain't got a social deaf tour, you know what I'm saying?
No. But I think, you look at it from the world you come from.
Yeah, I'm just listening. I'm just listening to it. It sounded like, oh, damn.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. I know this is personal, but who got you into the vegan life? Is that something you stumbled upon?
I went on a fast for 25 days.
Mm-hmm.
And when you don't eat no food for 25 days, your body feels a certain kind of way. And when I, was getting close to the end, I just kept saying, how do I maintain the way I feel?
Yeah.
And I was getting, everybody was telling me different things. And it's like vegetarian, it's pescatarian. And then somebody was like, no, if you eat that, you're going to still go back to feeling like you kind of felt before.
Got it.
The only way you're going to feel the energy level that you're looking for compared to what you've been doing was to become vegan.
Yeah.
And
a doctor told me yesterday I have to give up dairy and sugar.
Oh, well, come on over here.
And I'm vegetarian. Well, I'm pescatarian. Was vegetarian for a long time. I know I don't look like it, but I can't cut out the sugar and dairy, my G. That's just tough. If
the doctor told you can, you might want to listen to him.
Well, it was a dermatologist, but still. Still a medical professional nonetheless. A medical professional nonetheless.
God. He said, I thought you was talking about a doctor.
It's actually Dr. Dre.
All right.
But that's tough, man. But vegan is something that I've always, wanted to do or jump into. But
I don't know if I have the wrong thinking, but I always thought vegan, to be vegan is expensive.
It is. That's why you have to have a So Def tour to keep up with the food prices.
It's actually easier here in LA, by the way. Y'all have it much easier than I do.
No, because in Atlanta, dog, it's barbecue, it's soul food, it's good food.
Exactly.
It's good.
Look.
You're smelling it.
Yeah.
You make love to your meal in Atlanta,
And you go to sleep.
and you pass out.
That's not healthy.
No,
that's
it's
not it.
No.
You might not wake up after that pass
Should
out.
hip hop be healthier?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. It's it's a world where you have to be in the mix and you have to be in it. So, knowing that you got to be in the mix, a lot of people don't really get into it the way I am into it, and I've been into it. But you have to be in the mix. And if you learn from people that come before you, you'll learn that getting out of the mix, you're gonna want to get back in the mix at some particular point in time. So therefore, you might as well just pace yourself for it, prepare for it, be as healthy as you can possibly be.
That's right. So Def Tour.
Yeah.
25 years of
And
elevating
you know
the culture, my
G.
G.
Their merch is off the chain. Like, I was looking on Instagram. I'm like, oh, can we get that? I like that merch.
It's coming.
Okay.
Coming. Yeah.
No, for real,
It's a
the
merch world,
is
my
dope.
G. Yeah,
it's
for
coming.
real.
It's coming. I'm
World,
definitely. This will be the first time that I actually completely open up a real store for people to really get the merch the way they're supposed to.
You doing a pop-up?
No, I mean, I'm talking about as far as like online and
Got it.
Yep. Type of stuff. Yeah.
5th season of the Rap Game Tour, Grammy Museum.
He can send his merch here. Yes.
Give me the card, man.
Right there.
Write the sizes in the back.
Right
No,
girl.
I saw it and I was like,
I need to
asking
see
why.
everybody in here with all of that on.
No,
too,
we
by
will.
the way.
I promise you.
Okay.
We promise.
All right.
Yes.
You got it, man. So the Grammy Museum exhibit,
Yes.
the 25 years of elevating the culture, the So Def Tour, my G, TV, music, all of that, dog. Congratulations
Thank you,
on a
thank you.
beautiful
Well
career,
deserved.
man.
Thank you. I'll be back.
Come on, man. Don't
Yeah.
stop. It doesn't stop, man.
yeah,
Your
yeah.
family here at Power 106, JD.
Appreciate it.
Jermaine Dupri, So
Yeah.
Def Cruz Show, Power 106, #1 for hip hop.